that quarterback?
Oh, yeah, I saw the highlights.
Oh, man, Mike. Did you see him? I don't know who's going to recruit him, but, boy, he is a fine-looking player.
I tell you, I know we're talking about Hillcrest Evergreen, but I was watching the 5A game on YouTube last night live. Did y'all see that?
No, I didn't, and I saw the tail end of it.
Let me tell you,
St. Paul won the game, though, didn't
Mountain
they?
Brook, Briarwood was winning just about the whole game.
Yeah.
And St. Paul's got the ball with about 2 minutes left.
And they're not my favorite team either.
Me either. But in two private schools playing for the public school state championship, by the way. And
that is funny.
That's interesting.
Anyway, but they got the ball back with about 2 minutes left and hit a good screen pass and whatever and got about to the 40-yard line. They had a holding penalty, which backed them up to 3rd down and 32 from their own 14-yard line.
Now, this is Briarwood or St. Paul?
St. Paul's.
Yeah, that
down by
quarterback.
5.
Yeah. Well,
Down
how much
by
time
2
left?
minutes.
Okay.
3rd and 32 from their own 14.
Man. They stop them, they win the game.
That's it. Well, he drops back to pass and scampers on a scramble, kind of like Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
for 20 yards. 4th and 12. They complete a 40-yard pass on 4th and 12. They score 3 plays later to win the game.
Oh, man. It's called St. Paul.
St. Paul's wins.
Their quarterback, I mean, their coach.
They overcome a 3rd and 32 from their own 14
and I
to
saw
win
them
the
after
game.
the game, and they're, ladies and gentlemen, they're the cockiest bunch of guys
They are.
you'll ever see.
They are.
But you know what? If you're good, you can be cocky.
Hey, you got to show a little bit of that.
And then one thing, Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish would have loved that Presbyterian school. Of course, they're a Presbyterian school in Birmingham.
Briarwood.
But the only bad thing is they try to look like
Notre Dame. Yeah, and they did look like them.
And so the Fighting Irish, that Catholic bunch, the Fighting Irish, let that Presbyterian school look just like them. And of course, again, they're right down the road, from a lot of other good schools.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Charles Henderson had a coach years ago, what was it, Fulkerson, that tried to look just like Lou Holtz.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Oh, me.
He did.
He didn't coach like Lou Holtz, though, I promise you.
But I'm going to tell you, Briarwood beat them the whole game.
Mike?
And then St. Paul's had a championship drive.
You know, Briarwood's Coach Yancey's probably around 60, 63.
Yeah, he was older.
Mike, you called it. Campbell is the new head coach at South Alabama.
Yeah, I know. That's not good for Troy. I tell you, he's a really good coach, and he's one of those guys that has won everywhere he's been. Won a national championship at Delta State, and then won a couple of Mississippi junior college national championships.
And played at Troy, Mike.
Yeah, had a team that advanced in the playoffs with Central Arkansas this year in 1AA. And I tell you what, that's really interesting that South Alabama would go out and hire him. I mean, I knew he'd get a head coaching job one day, but man, he's only 51 too. So
you know, there's people that actually make their living putting things like that together. Johnny Williams does some of that. He might have had something to do with it because he was all for Campbell. Every time I've ever heard him recommend somebody, it was Campbell, and
Haystack's his defense coordinator.
Oh, gosh, he'll bring Haystack down there. Haystack was a former Troy great. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I do.
Played nose guard.
Yep.
Didn't look like nothing. I mean, he's the ugliest looking football player. But you know what? When they blew the whistle, son, he was an All-American.
He was everywhere.
But there's also, between Haystack and your buddy at the school in Birmingham, Mike, Antoine Marsh. Antoine Marsh, you remember him?
Yes, another nose guard.
Great nose guard. and then
he was from Niceville, wasn't he?
Yep.
He was.
Baghdad, Florida.
Yeah.
Baghdad, Florida. But now he's a principal. He's a principal up in Birmingham, isn't he, Mike? Shades Valley.
Kenny Edenfield will probably go, I would imagine, to South and be on that staff, I would imagine.
Well, God, they are best friends, aren't they?
I would think.
Well, there's some already. There's a few Troy guys on that staff already. I don't know if he'll keep them or not.
Well, the thing is, you know, South Alabama, I think it's a gold mine. I think eventually they'll start winning more Sun Belts, and then I think they'll go to Conference USA. I think Conference USA is going to want that Mobile market.
Oh, yeah, I would think so. They will try to get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready. Mike, you won last week, 11-2. But what happened before then? You are babysitting, too much babysitting of my grandchildren.
Oh.
I got my hands full right now.
I was going to tell you a couple other things before we get going about New York. We're going to take the boat ride around Manhattan, and it's going to be a Christmas deal where Santa Claus is on the boat, and they sing Christmas carols, and they have hot chocolate and a lot of other nice little amenities. But it's a wonderful event, and we were able to get there. And then we're going to see Jimmy Fallon. We've
that'll
got
be fun.
tickets to see him, and
Did
so
you plan this, or did you have a travel agent?
Camille.
No, my daughter Rebecca.
Rebecca.
and
Oh, Rebecca
my-
did it. Okay.
She's the travel agent.
Okay.
and
Rebecca,
One of,
okay.
one of the best you could get.
That's
She.
Trust me, he did absolutely none of that.
I was going to say you missed his call.
Well, you know, she does it though. She knows what I want, you know, and and of course,
Dad's never been online to do anything.
yeah. But of course,
He watches YouTube videos.
that's the great thing
Yeah.
about it. Everything is planned out. And of course, we'll go to the park and all that, and ride the
Horse and buggy?
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Go to the toy store.
Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna go to Yankee Stadium and buy a baseball hat.
Saks Fifth Avenue.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Go to the Today Show.
We'll go to Macy's. Now we always go to Macy's.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not gonna get up that early to go to Today's Show.
Today's show needs
You
to
need
be
to hold a
posted.
sign up that says
Yeah.
I'm from Troy,
Well, the
Alabama.
hotel where we're staying has a huge buffet breakfast, huge, and it looks out over Times Square. So I mean, it's all nostalgic and whatever, but it's just a part of, doing what you want to do.
Yeah, you
that
got to
type of
live,
thing,
live.
And we are going to spend some time at the tallest building in the world. We're going to go up there. That's at
Are you going to visit the
Ground
9/11
Zero.
9/11 memorial?
They say they have really made, since we were there last year, they've made a lot. They've got a lot more to do around
okay.
there. So we're going to spend probably half a day there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know if I'll get on the subway or not. I might, and I might not. I just coordinate. It won't be at night. It'll be during the day, but it should be a lot of fun. And going to New York City, and we're excited about it. And let's get ready, Mike, right now. And of course, one more time about the tickets to the New Orleans Bowl. Go ahead and buy those today, and be ready to go down and support our Trojans. And I know they've got a big on Friday night. They've got a big pep rally and parade. So that's going to be a big event for you folks coming in on Friday. And then of course the game starts at noon on Saturday with the big tailgate party at the stadium, inside the stadium actually. So you walk in with your ticket and go to our tailgate area, sponsored by the Troy University National Alumni Association. Okay, let's get started, and we'll start with Troy. Hey, Mike, these two right here, I want to go ahead and hold her hands up. She is the winner, Virginia Green Nowling is the winner of the regular season, Mike. Did you know that she was going to beat you, Mike?
Well, I knew that she was doing pretty well when I was able to call in, so I don't even know.
Mike, I don't even know what to say.
I've been kind of in and out on Friday, so congratulations. I'll tell Camille the big news.
Yeah. And I was telling them that, Mike, you've got a fire going, and you've got the big window, the big, what do you call it?
A-frame house.
A-frame window. So
Yeah,
you look out, is everything
pretty much
white?
live in a mountain chalet.
Yeah, that's right.
Is everything white?
Yeah, that's covered, man.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Okay, let's get started. Troy and North Texas, and sort of help me out a little bit about where these games are going to be played. And of course, this game's played in the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Now, this is not all of them, but most all of the bowl games. We didn't do all of them, but Neil, I'm going to let you get started. And this is Troy Ford's Picks of the Week, brought to you by Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy. All right, Neil,
Mike?
who do you like?
We got two kind of almost mirror programs. North Texas went into the slump and was the cellar dweller in the Sun Belt several years ago, and all of a sudden this year And Troy says we rebuilt the wall. Well, they must have rebuilt theirs too, because they're back. And just like Troy has rebuilt their program, North Texas has rebuilt theirs, and they're trying to get back to their glory days, just like we're trying to get back to our glory days. But in the New Orleans Bowl, the Trojans will prevail.
And of course, coming off of a unbelievable game against Arkansas
Up
State.
in Jonesboro, yep.
And giving up over 600 points. But you know what? If you can run kicks back like we can, you notice
And
after
run interceptions back.
after that, Mike, they kick these what kind
Pooch
of kick?
kicks.
Pooch kicks. And Troy was getting about a 35 and 40 yard line because they're afraid to kick.
They didn't want to kick it to
guy.
him, and he got Freshman of the Year in the Sun Belt. I
Oh
saw.
yeah, man! I tell you,
Can't think of his name.
out of Enterprise.
Yeah, number 8.
Marcus Jones.
That's
Marcus
him, yeah,
Jones
Marcus
out
Jones.
of Enterprise High School, and congratulations. A lot of folks in Enterprise watching this morning. All right, everybody's paying real close attention to who she likes. And
The people in
we're
Vegas.
not doing this by the line, but
Hey, the mafia in Vegas is watching.
yeah. I would like to say something about Vegas. They are pretty good at what they do, or they wouldn't have those big, tall buildings.
That's right.
And all this fancy stuff. They are pretty good
And,
at it.
they hadn't built $1 million casinos by losing football games.
But
I'll tell you that.
everybody was wondering. They said, "Gosh, who's going to be the 4th pick for the Final Four?" I mean, should we put Alabama in there, or should we put Ohio State? All these, sports people across. And one guy said, "Well, why don't we do what Las Vegas does? They'll put a line on it." And out of all top 25 teams, Alabama was picked to beat every one of them.
Favorite in every game.
Favorite in every game. And so that should have answered the question right there. Okay, Mike, who do you like?
Well, Virginia's got a pick.
That's
Oh,
Troy.
Virginia,
I
yeah.
picked
She
Troy.
picked Troy.
I'll take Troy. I think that, the way the offense is playing and defense is probably the best in the country as far as giving up points. There's a lot of distractions down in New Orleans. I've been on there many times. There's a lot of things to get into, but hopefully they'll stay focused and come out and play a good game. And are y'all picking scores on this or
No, just winners.
No, let's do pick a score on this one. This would be a good
We do?
one. Yeah, let's do pick one on this game.
I'm gonna say Troy's gonna win 38 to 24.
All right, Michael says 38 to 24. All right, who do you like?
I'll take Troy 28 to 13.
All right,
And I do Troy
Virginia.
24 to 20.
Okay.
Closer than everybody expected.
24 to 20. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna take Troy, and like you said, this is gonna be. I'll take Troy 31 to 17. 31-17. Is that all right? That sounds good. All right,
Yep.
Georgia State against Western Kentucky. I'm sort of a little bit ashamed of the way Georgia State played at the last. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely played really bad down the stretch.
Kinda
and they
tanked
started
it.
off the season
Tanked
pretty
it.
well.
Yeah, they
had
did.
a new coach.
You're exactly right, Mike. That's
Can you believe that they even made it to a bowl game?
luckily.
Yeah, but now
I'm gonna take Western Kentucky.
I'm gonna take Western Kentucky. Who do you like?
Western Kentucky.
All right, Virginia Green Dowling says Western Kentucky. How about you, Neil?
Hilltoppers.
Okay, everybody took Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. And Mike, this Willie Taggart, he's the one that built this program, isn't he? The one that Florida State just
It
hired?
actually got built by Jack Harbaugh. The Harbaugh's.
The old man? Yeah,
Yeah, built Western Kentucky's program, and then Taggart played for him there.
exactly.
Was there when they went to Division I.
Yeah. Now, all of these games are played on the 16th, and of course,
Yeah.
Troy plays at noon. Georgia State plays in the middle of the afternoon, and then who plays that night, Mike?
Camellia Bowl's that night. isn't it?
Camellia Bowl. Yeah, that's going to be a great game. And do we have the Camellia
Yes, sir,
Bowl?
it's on here.
Okay, I got you. All right. Boise State at Oregon, and Boise came back and won their conference championship. And this will be a 2:30 kickoff.
Troy should have
also
beat 'em.
from the Las Vegas Bowl. And of course, that other game, the Western Kentucky game, was the Cure Bowl in Orlando,
Right.
which was a chance we could have gone there too if we wanted to.
I'll take the Ducks.
All right, I'm gonna take the Ducks. Who do you like, Virginia?
I'm gonna go with Boise State.
All right, so Virginia
She's trying to give that steak back.
takes the Boise State, and people are getting on the phone.
That's really not a bad pick considering.
Not at all.
It's not gonna be coached.
That's right. Oregon did lose. They got a lame duck coach over there.
Yeah, who is?
Mario Cristobal,
Lame duck.
former head coach of Florida International, and then was assistant under Alabama under Saban.
He's the interim.
A lot of people think Cristobal might have a chance to even get that job.
Oh, really?
What, the Oregon job?
No, that's what they're saying. So he's a big time recruiter. Cristobal.
All right, everybody took Oregon? Or
Mike
who
Jr.
did you take?
I'm gonna take Oregon, but I think this will be a real close game. I wouldn't be surprised all boys to beat them.
Mike Jr. Who's going to get the UCF job?
They've already been. They already hired
Yeah.
Josh Heupel,
Heupel, the quarterback from Arkansas. I mean Oklahoma.
from Oklahoma. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was afraid.
Where had he been before? Where had he been before, Mike? Do you know?
He's never been a head coach. He's offense coordinator in Missouri.
Well, I had read
Well, I
on
tell
Twitter.
you what, he did a heck of a job at Missouri.
Yeah.
You think about it. Nobody wanted to play for Missouri.
They were scoring points
And
right
I
there.
remember you saying, Mike, they're the worst looking SEC team I've ever seen.
And the next week,
and then
they made the turn.
then they started winning.
I didn't realize how good Auburn was at the time. I guess. And
All
when
right.
Auburn played him, I think Auburn could have put 100 points on him.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
little trivia. Who's the biggest Missouri fan in Troy?
Kathy
Jerry
Beckett.
Lee Beckett.
You got it.
Lee, I said Lee,
The
his
Beckett,
son.
Jerry Beckett, of course, came from Missouri. Okay, Colorado State at Marshall, and this is one I'm not very familiar with. I know Colorado State scored a bunch of points on Alabama. I'll take Colorado State.
I'll take the Rams.
Colorado State.
All right, this is
Colorado State's coaching staff. A lot of those guys are going to Tennessee under Pruitt.
Yeah.
I know Will Friend, who used to play at Alabama, their offensive
Yeah.
coordinator, is going to.
Will Friend is their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and then Terry Claret played corner at Tennessee. Is on the coaching staff there. So
He's going too.
a lot of those coaches are going
Yeah.
to Tennessee for Pruitt.
Everybody is hiring these former defensive coordinators. You notice that? I mean, South Carolina,
Defense wins championships.
Georgia.
If you're in the East, the only offensive-minded coach in the East now is Mullen, because you got Muschamp,
Yep.
you got
Kirby,
Hart, you got Jeremy Pruitt,
And
Saban.
all I'm a defensive guy.
Saban's defense.
you got Mason at Vandy, you got Stoops at Kentucky.
Oh, man.
So the whole
Isn't that
East
amazing?
defensive coaches.
I don't know what Orgeron is. Nobody knows.
He's more of a defensive guy, and no question about it.
You know, Orgeron, all he
He's
ever
a
was
defensive
was
guy.
defensive
Yeah,
line coach.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
a defensive guy. And
We're gonna
he's got-
go get them
That's
today.
right. You don't know you can't understand what he's going to say. and he's the only coach I know that might need to be frisked
Yeah.
for a weapon
Oh,
before he
my
goes in the
goodness.
game. I mean, he looks like a mafia guy, you know.
I mean, Jeremy Pruitt goes from defensive coordinator to a MTV reality show on MTV about
Third grade
program.
teacher.
Was he he was at Hoover?
Yeah, when that TV show was on MTV, whatever it was called, and
And our Troy coach was one of the players that was highlighted on that show, wasn't
Yeah.
Cornelius Williams, that's right. And then, now he's the head coach of Tennessee. It's just amazing.
he? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Isn't that something? All right, we're having fun this morning, and here she is. People
Everyone
are.
wants to know, up here in Birmingham, is will he put pros on his staff?
I know it. He's supposed to be tight with pros, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he's over there at what you call it county in Georgia.
Who would be his offensive coordinator, Mike?
Well, Friend was offensive coordinator at
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, somebody else that Jeremy Rowell is pretty close to that program too, isn't he?
To Pruitt?
Now, Jeremy Rowell was at the school in Georgia with pros.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeremy, did he stay at
did.
Georgia Southern?
And Jamie Dubose, the head coach at.
That's right.
Central
Jamie DeBose is close to, too, Mike, with that bunch.
Yeah.
They were all together at Eufaula
And
back
see-
in the early 90s.
And they'll recruit the state of Alabama hard, I'm sure. And you know what? One other thing about Jeremy Pruitt, he is married to a girl from where?
Thanks.
Banks, Alabama.
Come on now.
He's
Casey
married. He's
East.
married to. Do you know Casey?
I know Casey real well.
All right,
Casey
of
East
course, Philip
played
East-
football at Troy, Philip East.
All right, Philip
Her
East,
daddy.
remember him well, and he played at Charles Henderson, and his daughter is married to this new coach at Tennessee.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
And you know what? You know what? I can hear him right now telling his staff, we're going to deer hunt down in Pike County.
With my brother-in-law Logan.
That's right, because don't you know that they've got all kinds of places.
Yeah.
Kenny Campbell's one place, probably. And but of course, we're excited about this for him. I think gosh, I don't know what makes people think he'd be a great head coach, but
He might be.
like he said,
Nobody knew
your
if Kirby
favorite
Smart was
coach
gonna
at
be a head
Auburn was
coach.
also a defensive guy, Mike.
Kevin Steele.
No,
who?
Coach Kevin Steele interviewed for that job.
My favorite coach at Auburn. You know,
Yeah, well, your former head coach at Auburn,
Pat Dye.
Chiswick.
Oh, Gene Chiswick.
See, he was a defensive guru.
You know that somebody put on Twitter that if Kevin Steele had been offered the Tennessee job and went to Tennessee, that Malzahn was going to hire Chiswick.
Hey, I wouldn't blame him. I think he's a heck of a coach.
And he lives in Auburn.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's a heck of a. I met
Of course,
him.
everything on Twitter is just rumors.
And Chiswick and Dubose, Jamie Dubose are real close friends,
Yeah.
and I like Chiswick. I think he's sharp. Don't you? Don't you
I
think
like
he is?
him, yeah.
He's good on TV.
Good
He
defensive
is.
coordinator too.
And,
Got a lot of good energy.
well, what I like, if he doesn't like what the other guy's saying, he'll tell him. That's what I like. Why, Mike?
You know, Auburn has more former coaches than anywhere. They got Chiswick, they got
Tuberville.
Tuberville,
Yeah.
they got Pat Dye, and they've got Larry Blakeney,
All living in town.
all living in town.
You reckon they all get together and go have chicken wings?
Yeah. All right, my good friend Johnny Williams was on this show yesterday talking about the Camellia Bowl, and we're excited about the Camellia Bowl, and I plan on going to parties all the way up until Friday at the Camellia Bowl. He said, man, one thing about Johnny Williams that you can be assured of, Mike, is what?
You're going to have fun?
Well, you're going to have good food. He is going to make sure that you get good food, and he always has Dreamland having to throw a big deal up there. So I'll probably ride up there just to see him when they have the barbecue. You know.
There you go.
And but Johnny's got everything going good at the Camellia Bowl. That is a 7 o'clock
Y'all
kickoff.
don't need a Dreamland when y'all got Hooks.
Oh, I know it.
I had Hooks the other day. I think Hooks might be better than
Hooks
Dreamland.
is
I tell
outstanding.
you
Ladies
what,
and gentlemen, I
we're
want you to-
spoiled in Troy.
I want you to hear that again. We're talking about Dreamland out of Tuscaloosa, and this guy is saying he thinks Hooks has got as good a
I do
ribs as
too.
Dreamland.
I do too.
I think their ribs are the best I've ever had. I will
I
say
mean,
that.
they're incredible. I mean,
And that is Hooks
we're
right
talking-
here in Troy. Now, this is not Hooks the chain. This is Hooks in Troy with the Hooks, Cooks, and those
I mean, you're
things.
talking Dreamland, Jim and Nick's, Countries, Big Bob's up in Decatur. I mean, I've had them all.
Saul's Barbecue is the biggest in Birmingham right now.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Hooks is
Hooks is
just
one-
as good or better than anything.
Well, I tell you what, Mike loves them. I love them too. And of course, you want a great meal today. Let me tell you something else they do. A quart of camp stew for $8.
Yeah.
Give me that quart of camp stew and give me a bed of hot white rice, and I'll pour it over the top. Or I will come back and I will pour it over the top of some fresh light bread. And
Reckon who makes that pound cake they sell out?
and that pound cake is unreal. Did you notice that at our last few alumni tailgate parties, here in Troy, we bought 10 pound cakes every week
From Hooks.
from Hooks.
Oh, they're good.
Every
And
week.
we cut them up and put them in little, at least they did that for us. And it is wonderful. Boy, what a great Christmas pound cake that would be. And speaking of great food, Elicious cheesecakes. And ladies and gentlemen, they're on sale
Edith
downtown.
Cinco.
Edith Cinco, and you can go by and get them at what's our store downtown?
Family ties?
Yeah, Family Ties. You can pick them up there today or order them from Edith this morning. And I love their strawberry. And that's what's going to be on my Christmas table is strawberry cheesecake. And I'm not going to tell you the rest.
Family Ties?
Family Ties, yeah. Okay, Arkansas State and Middle Tennessee in the And people that are not going to Troy game can watch the Troy game at noon, then get in your car and drive to Montgomery and see this is going to be a heck of a game, Arkansas State and Middle Tennessee. But let me tell you something about Arkansas State. They will hit you in the mouth.
Yes, they will.
But and I just don't think Middle Tennessee's man enough to beat Arkansas State. Do you, Mike?
I'm taking the Red Wolves.
Yeah, I like Arkansas State. Yeah. The quarterback played great against Troy. Just made 2 horrible mistakes, but they got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I'm looking on the Guru's sheet here, and she's ready to pick.
And who she like? Yeah.
I'm picking Middle Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee, because she thinks they got pretty uniforms, Mike.
Silver and blue.
She said she thought they had pretty uniforms.
No, I did not. I just don't want to have to win all the competition. That's very rude.
She's embarrassed of winning all these contests. I mean, she feels sorry for Neil. And I said, listen, Ginger. Neil's going to eat good regardless. Don't worry. He's probably going to eat a steak and B grades anyway. But we're having fun here. And, of course, I want to mention, tickets are on sale for the Troy game. But I did throw that in on it'd be easy after the Troy game to ride up to Montgomery and see that game.
You sure could. Yeah.
No question about it. Of course, something I have got to throw out, Neil, when Troy University played in basketball Tuesday night against UAB, a national known program. Well respected. And they were playing without their great player, Troy was, Bernardo. And Troy was a 1-point favorite.
Without Bernardo.
Without Bernardo. Mike said it was the biggest steal in Las Vegas history. He said if you had wanted to get rich forever, you would have taken UAB.
UAB plus the 1.
With Bernardo not playing.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that averages 18 a game.
A guy that averages 18 a game and a good a team that Troy hadn't beaten in their history. Is that right?
Yeah, 0-10.
But I just had to throw that out.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. Sometimes Las Vegas makes a bad mistake, and they did
I think that was one of them, wasn't it?
They sure did. Okay, everybody take Arkansas State, or did you take Middle Tennessee, Mike?
Tennessee. Oh,
Ginger took
I took Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. Mike, who did you take in the Colorado State game?
Colorado State.
You took Troy against North Texas.
Yeah.
And you took Georgia State, or you took Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right. You did take Colorado State over Marshall?
Yeah.
Okay. Arkansas State. Did everybody take Arkansas State?
Except
No, you
Ginger.
took. She took.
Except me.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee. All right. Now, that's where Tony Franklin is.
Don't matter.
But what I'm saying, we hadn't seen his name appear anywhere.
He's a good coach.
He's like Mike Dean. He's just a little nutty.
But you know what? When he lived here, though, I really liked him. He was, he never shaved. He didn't care how he looked. Have you ever noticed that?
They said,
man, you look at a guy, you walk into the athletic department and said, I wonder who that bum is over
Who's
there.
that homeless guy coming down the hall?
That's right. Is he here begging or what? And it'd be the offensive coordinator.
He's been up
He's
all
not
night.
watching this week.
Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah, I tell you, I mean.
But I liked him, man. I liked him.
Basically brought Neil Brown and all these other guys.
Yeah. That's right.
Thank you.
And let me tell you this, Neil Brown will tell you right now, hey, Tony Franklin gave him every opportunity in the world. And he appreciates it, and that's the offense.
He's a great offensive mind.
But it all came from Mummy.
Hal Mummy.
Isn't that right, Mike? Mummy at Valdosta, or they were out in Texas or somewhere, but Valdosta.
Mummy and Mike Leach
Can you believe all those guys were?
No. It was the true air raid.
And there are 2 more guys. Was Husband from Valdosta too, Mike?
Chris Hatcher, Stanford.
The coach at Hatcher at Stanford.
Yeah.
And he's a bright young coach, too. All right, we're talking back and forth, having fun, though. A1 Services and Terry Moats. And, hey, I bet Terry's getting a lot of phone calls today.
My heater didn't work.
Hey, my
Call
heater
Terry
didn't
Moats.
work. And, hey, call Terry Moats
He
today.
had to help us out the other night.
And that, hey, very easy to remember, 566-4220, Terry Moats. And I ought to call him and see what he's doing this morning. All right, Akron and Florida Atlantic.
I'll take Kiffin.
And, of course, Kiffin is red hot right now. Who do you like here, Ginger?
Florida Atlantic.
Of course, that's Terry Bowden, cute little Terry Bowden,
little Terry.
all 300 pounds. Mike, who do you like?
I I like Florida Atlantic big. This line in Vegas started at 17. It's now at 23.5.
Okay, for folks that look at stuff like that, we're talking about this is a legitimate program brought to you by Pike County Fords and my good friend, of course, Jeremy Perez, and we appreciate him. He's new in town, and we appreciate Pike County Ford right here in Troy. La Tech at versus SMU. Just shoot in here. Who likes SMU and who likes La Tech?
I like SMU in this game, but their coach just ditched them.
That's right.
I'm taking La Tech.
And that surprised me that they would hire him, Mike. What do you think? Talking about Arkansas.
He was at Clemson and had a lot of success there. And he's one of those names everybody talked about. He didn't even have a winning record yet.
Exactly.
He ended up getting an Arkansas job. Arkansas, I think, is just desperate for offense.
I'm going to take SMU. They can score. I'm going to take SMU.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mike Jr., you're talking about offense, desperate for offense. This guy, he better raid the junior colleges because that offensive line has no feet, no speed. They cannot pull. They cannot pass block. They are
you talking about Arkansas?
They are built to wedge the ball up the middle.
That's right.
And
Run
so
straight at folks.
This guy better go raid the junior colleges for some offensive line that can move their feet.
Who do you like, Mike? We're moving along pretty quick now.
I'm going to take La Tech.
All right, Mike takes La Tech. And for now, you think the old man's going to be there? Holtz.
To help his son?
Yeah, do you think he's going to be there?
No, he'll have a TV job somewhere.
Let me ask you something, Ginger. Lou Holtz, I love Lou Holtz, but ladies and gentlemen, he favors a well-known character on TV. Who would that be?
Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, it'll surprise you. Mike knows, don't you, Mike?
I don't know if I know or not.
All right, you know who he favors? Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I met Lou Holtz.
Daddy.
Guess where I met Lou Holtz? Shook his hand and had a 10-second conversation
Where?
with him. At the 5th floor of the Troy University press box.
Oh, really? He was up there doing the game, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, all right, here we go. UAB and Ohio. This is the Bahamas. They get to go to the Bahamas. Who do you like, Neil?
I like the Blazers. It's a Cinderella team, a miracle year. Bill Clark, coach of the year. Why not?
I'll take the Blazers. Who do you like, Mike?
Bill Clark's up for National Coach of the Year. I mean, I hope he wins it.
He just won the Conference Coach of the Year.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Clark. I mean, I don't know why he's not going to look at the SEC job. But what he's done at UAB is pretty remarkable. And I hope they'll beat Ohio. They're 7.5-point underdog, but they've been underdogs so many times this year.
All year.
I'll take UAB.
Okay. All right, who do you like, Ginger?
Ohio.
Virginia Green Nowling says she likes Ohio. Well, let me just tell you this. Bump. Hey, you know how that shows has 3 bumps? Bump. Don't you agree, Mike? Bump.
What was it? About 20 years ago, what was the whammy sound?
Yeah, that was a go, yeah. Yeah.
I really wish you were up here looking out this window right now.
Oh, I wish I was. Is the snow falling down as we speak?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's crazy.
Now, I'm like a kid now when it starts snowing now. I'm liable to get out in it.
You might want to get it in the car and drive up here, man.
I know it sounds good. You're right. All right. Did everybody? All right, you took Ohio and Mike. Everybody else took UAB.
Right.
South Florida versus Texas Tech, and of course South Florida coming lost their coach. This will be a high-scoring game. I'm gonna take South.
South Florida kept their coach.
All right, Mike takes South Florida. I'll take South Florida.
Texas Tech.
Texas.
Whoa!
I'm taking Texas.
Bump. All right, San Diego State and Army.
I have no idea.
San Diego State.
I'm leaning on Mike Jr. Give me this pick.
All right, San Diego State. Oh, San Diego State, without a doubt, they're 10-2.
Yeah, San Diego State.
All right, who do you have, Ginger?
I said San Diego State.
All right. Before we get off of this, write-in vote, Army-Navy this weekend from Philadelphia. Army-Navy, Mike. Who do you like?
I'm going to take Army.
Write this in, Army or Navy?
Navy.
Army.
You know what? Army gets lucky when they beat Navy. I'm going to take Navy, too. I'm going to take Navy.
Army Army broke like a 13-game win streak last year.
It's
Yeah, I
Army,
know
it's
it.
Army's year.
And Army, you know, I grew up being an Army fan. I don't know. Did you ever take sides on the Army Navy?
I did.
I don't like. I never did like Navy's uniforms. Those hats they wear.
For whatever reason, I always liked the Navy.
Me too. Maybe Roger Starbuck had something to do with that. You reckon?
Well, he played for Army.
Okay, we're still moving. No, Roger Starbuck played for Navy. Yeah. He's a great one.
Yeah.
All right, Appalachian State versus Toledo in Mobile. This is the great bowl game. And what's the name of it?
GoDaddy.com.
GoDaddy.
No, not GoDaddy. It's the
Mobile.
store. Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General.
Yeah, Dollar General.
All right, Dollar General.
Toledo big.
I'm taking the Rockets.
Holy Toledo.
You know what? We're talking about App State, Mike. We're talking about App State.
Yeah, but App State was not near as good. They just didn't have to play Troy, Arkansas State.
All right, who are you going to take, Virginia? She took Toledo. Holy Toledo. You too? Neil, who'd you take?
Toledo.
I'm going to take App State
Look
because
at
it's
you.
about winners are made of. That's right. All right. That's good. All right, Fresno State and Houston. Fresno had a good year, but I don't know if they can beat Houston. What do you think? They were 9-4. Houston was 7-4.
I'm taking Fresno.
All right, I'm going to take Fresno.
I'm going to take Fresno.
Oh, boy. Who'd you like, Mike?
I'm going to take Houston.
Uh-oh.
Where's the West Virginia-Utah game, Mike Jr.? What bowl is that?
I don't know. All I know is West Virginia's quarterback's out for the year, Will Greer.
Oh,
take-
wait a minute. You just
I'll
told
take
us
Utah
that,
then.
didn't you? You're right.
Oh, yeah.
We hadn't gone there yet.
Okay.
Boy, don't you wish Florida? You think
All right.
Florida wish they had him back?
Okay, we're moving along. West Virginia and Utah. Who do y'all like? I like Utah.
Utes.
Utah.
Utah. What's their nickname?
Utah's coach is 9-1 in bowl games.
So he's a good coach. Everybody took Utah. Northern Illinois and Duke. I like Northern Illinois. Give me Northern Illinois
Really?
to
I'm
beat
taking
Duke.
Cutcliffe.
Dude,
Well, you know they weren't very good this year.
I don't care.
Let's see.
They're bowl eligible.
Yeah, that's right. And they're 6-6, and the Northern Illinois is 8-4. Who do you like, Mike? Who you like, Duke?
He like Duke.
All right, who do you like, Ginger? All right, Ginger Green Nowling takes Duke. K-State and UCLA, and my good buddy, my pastor of the Calvary Baptist Church, and want to say hello to him and wish him a happy birthday, Reverend Lowry. And he had a grandson
Tyler
that's playing
Mitchell.
right guard for Kansas State, Mike, and he drove right through Troy, Alabama, and went to Kansas
Lawry's
State.
son.
Mac Lowry's grandson, and of
Lori
course
Lowry's son.
he went
Tyler
to
Mitchell.
Montgomery Academy and signed with Kansas State. Boy, I tell you what, UCLA doesn't have a coach,
Is that quarterback?
and that old man can coach at Kansas State. I'm gonna take Kansas State.
Mike Jr. is the quarterback at UCLA going to play the bowl game, or is he going to pull himself out?
Sorry, I got a baby in my hands. What was that?
Mike, UCLA and Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Well, you don't think the quarterback's gonna play at UCLA?
He's doing baby.
Well, he's messing up too.
There's
He's gonna-
rumors that the big time quarterback who
Yeah,
could be
that's
the
right.
number 1 pick or the
Yeah,
number 2
that's
pick in
right.
the draft may pull himself out and save himself.
Mike, have you heard anything on that?
On what?
About the quarterback for UCLA bowing out. We talked about this yesterday.
No, I hadn't heard anything about that.
All right.
I almost picked that.
But you took Kansas State.
Yeah, I can't
All right,
think
Ginger, who do you like?
UCLA.
All right, she took UCLA. Southern Miss and Florida State.
Oh, FSU.
And, of course, FSU
Too much
without
talent.
a coach.
State's got 3 starters not playing because of the draft.
Too much
All right,
talent.
their offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator is from Ozark.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's his name, Mike?
Charles Kelly.
Charles Kelly is from Ozark. His daddy was a longtime coach down there. Will he go with, you think he'll go with Jimbo or what?
Yeah, you would think so.
All right. Did everybody take Florida State here?
I did.
I did.
All right, everybody takes Florida State. Boston College at Iowa. Give me the Hawkeyes. They play good in bowl games.
They do play good. in
Who do you
bowl games.
like?
Boston.
What?
Boston College.
Bob. Mike, who do you like?
I like Iowa.
All right, Mike. Like our. All right, Ginger. All right, we got 2 weeks for this, and she's already feeling sorry for us because she invited us to come eat with her.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Arizona 6-6 versus Purdue, and this is one of the latter games of the. This is the Foster Farms Bowl from Santa Clara. Arizona 7-5, Purdue 6-6. Who do you like, Mike?
Like Arizona.
All right, he takes Arizona. I'm gonna take Arizona.
I'm taking Arizona.
Gonna take.
Purdue.
Oh, she takes Purdue because she likes that big P on the side of the helmet.
What's their nickname? Ginger.
Ginger, do you know?
You can't pick them if you don't know what they are.
I don't know.
I was, you know what? I was driving to Chicago a couple of years ago with my wife, and while I was driving in,
What do you do when you cook spaghetti?
Or
put it in a
when you cook
boiler,
peanuts.
Boilermakers.
Boilermakers.
The Boilermakers, and I was riding through West Lafayette, and I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna go. She said, why are you turning? I'm going to see their football stadium. So I rode through West Lafayette and saw the football stadium at Purdue and
Who's
drove
the best
on.
quarterback to ever come out of Purdue?
Freeze.
No.
The great one himself.
Had a good night.
Drew Brees?
Drew Brees.
Well, that's what I
Sorry.
said, Breeze, didn't I?
You said freeze.
Oh, Breeze, well, whatever.
It rhymes.
Can you
Right,
believe
right,
this,
yeah.
what I heard last night, that Tennessee might hire Freeze?
As an offense coordinator, yeah.
Mike, have you heard that?
Hugh Freeze to Tennessee as offense coordinator?
I tell you what, I think it'd be a unbelievable hire. I don't know if he can get away with doing it, but he's a great coach.
I thought he might have been suspended.
Okay, everybody took Arizona, and except for Ginger, she took Purdue.
I'm going with Jerry Beckett.
I think she took Purdue because the young
Gold
coach
helmet.
is real handsome.
Yeah.
All right, here's a goodie. Texas versus Missouri.
I'm going with Jerry Beckett, taking the Missouri
And this
Tigers.
is in the Texas Bowl in Houston. And Red, who'd you take?
I took Missouri.
I'm going to take Missouri. Mike, what do you think?
I like Texas.
All right, Mike likes Texas. Mike likes Texas.
I like Herman having time to get ready for somebody. I think he'll find a way to beat Missouri.
All right. Let me recap on this. You took Duke. You took Kansas State. You took Florida State.
Iowa.
You took Iowa.
Arizona.
You took Arizona. And now you take what?
Texas.
Texas. Bomb.
I think Texas will physically match up well with Missouri.
Well, all right. This is the first half now. Next week we'll be starting with that would be games on Thursday the 28th. That's after Christmas, after Santa Claus.
Yep.
And but next week we'll be coming right back here, and even though these other games have not started yet, but we'll
Mike,
go ahead and do these other
I'll
games
be in Colorado.
next week.
Yeah.
All right, what you need to do is
I'll get them to you.
take them down and just get them
I
to
will.
me, and we'll go over them
I
on
will.
the show. And
I will.
now, are you going to be out there when Santa Claus comes, or what?
No, next Friday.
And now you got an older daughter that's graduating from high school, but a lot of people don't realize you got a cute little daughter
Fifth
coming
grader.
up.
Yep.
Just a fifth grader.
Addison. She's going to ski school.
Yeah.
And we're flying out next Wednesday and coming back next Monday.
Oh man, that sounds like a lot
I'll
of
be here
fun.
next Friday.
That's what I call living life to the fullest. But you'll go ahead and you
I
can do
will.
that. You can do that now if you want to,
Well,
or
I'll give it
whatever,
to you.
or get it to me. Of course, you will be here,
As far as I
and
know.
of course that will be on the we're going to have to change our
That'll be
schedule a
the
little
15th.
bit
That'll
because
be Friday the
I'll be
15th.
gone that morning.
Say, weren't you driving
I'll be
out?
gone that morning.
Going to New
So
Orleans.
what we're going to do is let's come in on. You want to come in on a Tuesday or something like that? No, I'll be in New York. Wait a
Oh,
minute. You're going to have to send yours in to me too.
Okay.
You're going to have to send yours to us.
I'll send yours in. Well, hey, Dave, you can't believe it. You can't trust me now. You never can. And Mike, we'll do that same thing for you.
He's off.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of fun. And again, we appreciate so much our sponsors and of course, especially Pike County Ford on the bypass right here in Troy, where you can get a great deal on a Ford car truck. Okay, I'm off to New York. You off to Greenland Company, or where are you off of? You practicing law?
I'm going to the Johnson Center, Gallatin.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to go to that.
New Orleans.
I'm gonna go see who got
Next
locked up
weekend?
last night.
Well, you know, I say that I got to pack and get ready, but I'm gonna try to make it to that event because it is always fun. The food is always wonderful at that event,
That's what I hear.
and it should be a lot of fun. Of course, good luck to you, and please, you're not gonna go down a slope.
I can't this year with my back.
How about your daughters? Are they gonna
Oh,
go down?
yes, yes.
Are they good skiers?
Yes, they love
Even the little one?
The little one, this will be her second year in ski school.
Yeah. And boy, they got,
She'll go down the slope, though.
Exactly. And of course, we're looking forward to it. Now, your daughter it will soon be getting ready for softball, won't she?
Yeah, they start 1st of January.
She's a college level type softball player, isn't she?
Getting some looks.
What
yeah.
position does she play?
She plays third and all the outfielders. She
Okay.
plays left, center, and right.
And run,
she's
get
a
it.
very
She got
lucky-
any pop in her bat?
She does. She's a utility player.
I mean, but she can hit a lot
She
of
can
home
do
runs.
anything but pitch.
Well, a lot of people can't do that.
I know, it's a special.
It really is. I hope, of course, we'll be back next week. I'll be coming back in here on Wednesday. We'll have some tape shows, maybe this one right here. I think we might run it one day and run the other one the next day, and it should be a lot of fun. And we'll be back. We might want to tape this show this morning. We could if you wanted to. It's something we might want to do.
And I want to thank you for having me on this show. I have really had a great time
Well,
with this football game.
And of course, you'll have your certificate soon for winning this.
And we all have to go eat out together now.
Yeah.
will.
Well, okay, that sounds real
Miss
good to me.
Carol.
That sounds real good to me. And of course, hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll be getting ready for the New Orleans Bowl. So please go ahead and get your reservations in New Orleans, and it's going to be a fun time as Troy takes over the Superdome and New Orleans. We're going to take over that place, ladies and gentlemen, for that big game on Saturday at noon on December the 16th. So everybody's excited about that. Now you'll miss that.
I'm so jealous that I can't get on that bus with you and go down there. But I
Wally will be there.
Wally will be at the bowl game, I guarantee you.
Yeah, no question.
His wife is family. His wife's grandmothers and family is from New Iberia.
No, I didn't know that. Well,
New Iberia is the home of
I don't know. I should know.
Tabasco sauce.
Oh, I'm not big on hot sauce,
Okay.
but everything else I'm big on. Okay, again, hey, it's the Christmas season. Remember so well there are a lot of needy people out there, so be conscious of giving to others this holiday season. And shop Troy. We'll see you next week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right. Gosh, that does.
Are we still online? Oh,
I don't know. I don't think we are, but.